Good morning to all. Welcome to Exam Tricks 99 YouTube channel. Welcome to Exam Tricks 99 YouTube channel. இந்த வீடியோ பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க. நான் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாதான் எல்லா வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு காமிக்கும். ஜெனரல் நாலேஜ் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம். 1000 क्वेश्चन ஆல்ரெடி பார்த்தாச்சு. 1000 क्वेश्चन ஆல்ரெடி பார்த்தாச்சு. இப்போ நெக்ஸ்ட் 1000 பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம். ஜெனரல் நாலேஜில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஜியோகிராஃபி, ஹிஸ்ட்ரி, பாலிட்டி, எக்கனாமிக், சோசியல் சயின்ஸில் எல்லாமே இருக்குது. சயின்ஸ் வந்து ஃபிசிக்ஸ், கெமிஸ்ட்ரி, பாட்னி, பயாலஜி இருக்குது. நிறைய கொஸ்டின் இருக்குது. இப்போ நெக்ஸ்ட் 1000 பார்க்க போகிறோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் 1000 கொஸ்டின் பார்க்க போகிறோம். டிஎன்பிஎஸ்சி, ஐபிபிஎஸ், ஆர்ஆர்பி, ரிசர்வ் பேங்க் ஆஃப் இந்தியா, ரயில்வே ரெக்ரூட்மெண்ட் போர்டு, எஸ்எஸ்சி, யூபிஎஸ்சி எல்லா எக்ஸாமும் கண்டிப்பாக யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். இந்த வீடியோ பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள், சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள். கண்டிப்பாக யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். வாட்ச் பண்ணுங்கள். எக்ஸாமுக்கு கண்டிப்பாக யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். ரொம்ப எக்ஸாமுக்கு ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப்பாக இருக்கும். இந்த கொஸ்டினில் ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் கொஸ்டின் எடுத்திருக்கேன். எல்லா கொஸ்டினுமே இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் தான். நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. வீடியோ பிடிச்சதா லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள், கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்கள். எல்லாமே இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் கொஸ்டின் எடுத்திருக்கேன். நிறைய வீடியோ பார்த்தாச்சு ஜெனரல் நாலேஜில். இப்போ இந்த கொஸ்டின் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம். நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Physics பார்க்கலாம். Physics வந்து 3
Physics. System question answer 1. Which property is processed by the ferromagnetic substance? Hysteresis 2. A car is running on a road at a uniform speed of 60 km/h. What is the net resultant force on the car? Equal to 0. 3 critical criteria for the location of an aluminium plant in India are the availability of which things? Bauxite and electricity. 4. How many electrons will have a charge of 1 coulomb? 6.25 times 10185. Which quantity remains constant in a step-down transformer? Power 6. What is the approximate equatorial circumference of the Earth? 40,000 km. 7. Which forces is most powerful in determining movement of wind including its velocity? Pressure gradient force. 8. What is the number of basic units in the International System of Units? 7-9. If you swim 1 kilometer, how many miles do you swim? 0.6 to 10. The ratio of the inertial mass to gravitational mass is equal to which number? 111. What is the most abundant element on the Earth's crust by weight? Oxygen 12. Where is the intensity of the Earth's gravitational field maximum? At the pole 13. By whom WWRE the Saturn rings were discovered? Galileo 14. The refractive index of a piece of transparent quartz is the greatest for which light? Violet light. 15. Why is the water tank appears shallower when it is viewed from top? Due to refraction. 16. 1 horsepower is equal to how many watts? 746 watts. 17. How many image will be formed if 2 mirrors are fitted adjacent walls and 1 mirror on ceiling? 7. 18. Which are the materials that come out of a volcano at the time of eruption? Solid, liquid, gaseous. 19. What is formed during Krebs cycle? Fumaric acid. 20. In storms, the roofs of some houses are carried away. According whom is this? Bernoulli's principle. 21. Why is phenomenon of mirage? Due to total internal reflection 22, which is the gas used to extinguish fire. Carbon dioxide 23, which waves are used for a communication through artificial satellites. Microwaves 24. What is the temperature at which the speed of sound in air becomes double its value of 0 degrees C? 819 degrees Celsius. 25. What is the vertical component of Earth's magnetic field? 0 degree 26. The western disturbances which cause rain in northwest India originate which sea? Mediterranean Sea. 27. Territorial waters of India extends up to how many nautical miles? 1228. What is the ultimate cause of water movement in a plant stem against gravity? Osmosis 29. How can the quantity of water vapor the atmosphere hold increases? With increase of temperature 30. The focal length of the lens in a photographic camera is 5 centimeters. What is the power of the lens? Plus 20D. Remove watermark wonder-share PDF element. General Studies. Physics. Sister question answer 1. Which climatic region has the least temperature range? Equatorial region 2. Which instrument meant for measuring the rate of respiration? Respirometer 3. A substance, when inserted between the poles of a magnet, is pushed out. What is it? Diamagnetic. 4. What is termed as the period of high inflation and low economic growth? Stagflation 5. How are the temperatures in equatorial regions between July and January? The same 6. The first explosion of an atomic device in India was carried out in which state? Rajasthan 7. The working of optical is based on which of electromagnetic waves? Total internal reflection 8. Where is the monsoon effect is also experienced? East Africa 9. Who is the first person to conduct heart transplantation in India? Dr. Venugopal 10. What is an essential attribute of inflation? Increase in prices 11. In a compound microscope, how is the intermediate image? Real, inverted and magnified 12. By which can fetus development in woman's womb be ascertained? By ultrasound 13. The famous bronze image of Nataraja is a fine example of which art? Chola art 14. Which is used as some material for making protective windows in space probes? Diamond. 15. Which natural region is the best known for the production of grapes? Mediterranean. 16. Which law is involved in the act of cleaning a carpet by beating it with a stick? First law of motion 17. Which is the country with the highest density? Singapore 18. Which is the unit of activity of a radioactive source? Becquerel 19. Medicines are more effective if they are used in which state? Colloidal state 20. Where is the expression of earliest volcanic activity in India found? Dalmia Hill 21. Who is associated with the development of India's atomic bomb? Raja Ramana 22. Kirchhoff's voltage law is based on the law of conservation of which thing? Energy. 23. In which country is Bareil Range located? India. 24. In a sitar wire, which type of vibration is produced? Stationary transverse. 25. How is image formed on the retina of a human eye? Real and inverted. 26. Which non-toxic gas helps in formation of enzymes which ripen fruit? Acetylene. 27. Which continent has the highest density of population? Europe. 28. What is the name of scale meant for recording weather condition? Fahrenheit. 29. A convex lens of glass has power P in air. If it is immersed in water, what will be its power? Less than P. 30. The internal secretion of which acid helps in digestion? Hydrochloric acid. Remove watermark Wondershare PDF element. General Studies. Physics. Sister question answer 1. When was decimal coinage introduced in India? 1957. 2. Which radiation carries maximum energy? Gamma rays. 3. The Lakshman era was started in 1119 AD by which dynasty? Sense. 4. Water vapor is turned into water droplets by which process? Condensation. 5. Mirage is observed in a desert due to the phenomenon of which reflection? Total reflection. 6. At which degree seawater has maximum density? 4 degrees Celsius. 7. Critical angle of light passing from glass to water is minimum for which color? Violet color. 8. What amount of energy transferred from one trophic level to next? 10%. 9. Which would expand the most on being heated? Air. 10. A metal plate with a circular hole at the center is heated. What will happen to the area of the hole? Decrease. 11. What is the phenomenon of splitting white light into 7 colors? Dispersion. 12. Critical angle is minimum when a light ray passes which thing? Glass to air. 13. What will be best colors for a sun umbrella? White on top and black on inside. 14. A virtual image larger than the object can be formed by which mirror? Concave mirror. 15. Which substance is a bad conductor of electricity but a good conductor of heat? Mica. 16. For an astronaut in a spaceship, how does the sky appear? Black. 17. What do we use in sonar? Ultrasonic waves. 18. A body has a mass of 6 kilograms on the earth. When measured on the moon, what would be its mass? 6 kilograms. 19. What is an example of emulsion? Milk. 20. What is the cause of exposure of rock to the changes of temperature? Mechanical weathering. 21. Which type of glass can cut off ultraviolet rays? Crookes glass. 22. Which phenomena cannot be attributed to the refraction of light? Redshift. 23. Which feature is the product of volcanicity? Atoll. 24. How is the frequency of ultrasound wave typically? Above 20,000 kHz. 25. with which name of the particle, boson, is associated? SN Bose 26. What is the frequency of a wave whose time period is 0.05 second? 20 Hz 27. Which is technique used to transmit audio signal in television broadcasts? Frequency modulation 28. Why does kerosene oil rise up in the wick of lantern? Because of surface tension 29. What is maximum value of the wavelength of ultrasonic waves? 1.65 centimeters 30. If the density of water is 1 gcm3 in CGS system, what is its value in MKS system? 103 kilograms M-3. Remove watermark Wondershare PDF element. General Studies. Physics. Sister question answer 1. The highest temperature is achieved in which type furnace? Electric 2. What are the plants of tropical and subtropical regions called? Mesotherms 3. Which group have quantities that do not have the same dimension? Force, impulse 4. Which is not electromagnetic in nature? Cathode rays 5. Which phenomena is used in optical fibers? Total internal reflection 6. If the Earth were to spin faster, how does acceleration due to gravity at the poles remains the same? 7. How do fogs formed along the sea coast? Due to advection 8. Retina of the eye is comparable to which part of a traditional camera? Lens 9. Which physical quantity have the same dimensions? Work and torque 10. Which electromagnetic radiation has the smallest wavelength? Gamma rays 11. In which process the internal energy of a system remains constant? Isothermal 12. During a diabatic compression of a gas, what is its temperature? Rises 13. Which physical quantities do not have same dimensions? Force and pressure 14. If the momentum of a body is increased by 50%, how much will its KE will increase? 125%. 15. What is the principle by which a cooling system, radiator, in a motor car works? Convection. 16. If an ideal gas is isothermally expanded, what will its internal energy remain the same? 17. Which law of thermodynamics introduces the concept of entropy? Second law 18. If we move from the equator to a pole, what will be the value of G? Increases 19. By which force can fat be separated from milk in a cream separator? Centrifugal force 20. What does TV remote control unit use to operate a TV set? Radio waves 21. One astronomical unit is the average distance between which bodies? Earth and the Sun 22. Mach number is associated with which plane? Jet plane 23. For a body moving with constant speed in a horizontal circle, what remains constant? K. Kinetic energy. 24. Independent alternation of generation is found in which plant? Fern 25. Which glass is used in bulletproof screens? Reinforced glass 26. Thermal radiations are electromagnetic wave belonging to which region? Infrared region 27. Which law directly explains the law of conservation of mass? Avogadro's law 28. Which are the space waves are affected seriously by atmospheric conditions? UHF 29. Rutherford's scattering experiment related to the size of which thing? Nucleus 30. What is the permissible level of noise in a silent zone at daytime? 75 dB. Remove watermark Wondershare PDF element. General Studies. Physics. Sister question answer 1. Why is weightlessness experienced in spaceship? Due to absence of gravity. 2. Which year is celebrated as International Year of Astronomy? 2009. 3. The resistance of human body, dry condition, is the order of 103 ohm. 4. Newton's law of gravitation is defined by Newton. 5. What is the unit of electrical conductivity? Mho. 6. Who discovered the link between electricity and magnetism? Michel Faraday. 7. Chemical energy is converted into electric energy. Battery. 8. Tesla is the unit of magnetic induction. 9. The substance having infinite electric resistance are called insulator. 10. What is the conductivity of superconductor? Infinite. 11. What is the resistance of an ideal voltmeter? Infinite. 12. Magnetic keeper are the pieces of soft iron. 13. NOT gate can be operated by single transistor. 14. The metal used in wires at domestic level. Copper. 15. During electro-refining, pure metal is collected at cathode. 16. A conducting wire is neutral. 17. The process of connecting of wires is called combination. 18. In the resistance color code, the fourth band signifies tolerance level. 19. Water should not be used to extinguish fire caused by electricity, because it may cause electrocution. 20. Metal used for the manufacturing of lighting conductor is copper. 21. The negative feedback in amplifier increase in bandwidth and decrease in noise. 22. Photoelectric cell converts light energy into electric energy. 23. What is the working principle of solar cells? Photoelectric effect. 24. In AC circuits, AC meter measures RMS value. 25. SI unit of electric charge is Coulomb. 26. Who discovered the battery? Volta. 27. What is the unit of electric power? Watt. 28. Alternating current is converted into direct current by using rectifier. 29. Fleming's right-hand rule is used to find the direction of induced current. 30. Instrument used to change the speed of electric fan regulator. Remove watermark Wondershare PDF element. General Studies. Physics. Sister question answer 1. Best liquid for the transformer core is soft iron. 2. Transformer is used for to increase the AC voltage. 3. The filament of electric bulb is made up of tungsten. 4. For the filament of electric bulb, tungsten is used because its melting point is very high. 5. What is filled inside an electric bulb? Argon. 6. A fuse wire can be identified due to the properties high resistivity and minimum melting point. 7. Intensity of magnetic field is ampere meter. 8. The device which is used to store the electric charge is called capacitor. 9. If the length of a resistance wire increases, then its resistance increases. 10. If a spoon is to be electroplated with nickel, the spoon is made spoon cathode and pure nickel rod anode. 11. If a magnet has third pole, then the third pole is called consequent pole. 12. Electrostatic precipitator is used to control the air pollution. 13. Instruments can be shielded from the outside magnetic effect by surrounding them with rubber shield. 14. The threshold frequency is the frequency below which photoelectric emission is not possible. 15. Electron microscope is more magnifier than light microscope because wavelength of electron is less than the wavelength of light. 16. Primary colors in a visual display unit are red, green, blue. 17. Concave lens always forms the image virtual and ejectate. 18. Atomic clock transitions depends upon the cesium. 19. What is a magnifying lens? Concave lens with a small focal length. 20. In real, magnifying lens is a convex lens. 21. What is a hologram? A 3D shadow to reproduce the photographic record. 22. What is the working principle of periscope? Reflection. 23. Strongest force in nature is nuclear force. 24. Optical fiber is based upon the principle total internal reflection. 25. Who invented the optical fiber? Narendra Kapeni. 26. What is the working principle of optical fiber? Total internal reflection. 27. Sky appears to an astronaut black. 28. Total internal reflection cannot occur when light from water to glass. 29. Color of sky is blue to scattering of shorter wavelength of sunlight in the atmosphere. 30. The phenomenon related to the production of blue color in the sky is scattering. Remove watermark 1 PDF element. General Studies. Physics. Sister question answer 1. Formation of rainbow is due to refraction and reflection of light. 2. The instrument used to see the distant objects on the earth is terrestrial telescope. 3. The pond appears shallower from its real depth due to refraction. 4. A water tank appears shallower when it is viewed from top due to refraction of light. 5. Which mirror is used as a rear view mirror in vehicles? Convex. 6. Speed of light is 3 times 108 ms. 7. Which type of energy transformation occurs during photosynthesis? Solar energy into chemical energy. 8. Who invented the microscope? George Thomson. 9. Light waves are electromagnetic wave. 10. Lambert's law is related to illumination. 11. Time taken by the sunlight to reach at Earth 8.3 minutes. 12 Ozone in outer atmosphere helps us in absorbing the ultraviolet radiations. 13 Distant objects are visible as a little out of focus in the condition myopia. 14. What is a zoom lens? A lens with a transitional focal length. 15 Diopter is the unit of power of lens. 16 Near point for long-sightedness defected person is more than 25 centimeters. 17 Plate of blue glass appears blue in sunlight because transmits the blue color. 18 For total internal reflection, ray of light has to pass through glass to water. 19 The word insolation means incoming solar radiation. 20 Twinkling of stars is due to atmospheric refraction. 21 Light beam which is highly directional is called laser. 22 Maximum biological damage occurs due to gamma rays. 23 To eliminate the glare of headlight in motor cars, Polaroids are used. 24 Lighthouses are placed with powerful lights to lighthouse are placed with powerful lights to. 25 First law of thermodynamics is normally related to law of conservation of energy. 26 Why white cloths are cooler as compared to black cloths? They reflects the whole light. 27 At the highest value of black body radiations, its wavelength decreases with increasing temperature. 28 A white and smooth surface is bad absorber and good reflector of heat. 29 Unit of Planck's constant is J/s 30. Heat of a reaction does not depend upon physical state of product and reactant. Remove watermark. Wondershare P. Physics. System question answer 1. Soldering of two metals is possible due to the property cohesion. 2. Freezing point of fresh water is 00 C3. Lake freeze in cold countries in winter, leaving the water underneath at 40 F4. Kilowatt hour is a unit of energy. 5. Relative humidity is expressed in terms of %. 6. To produce the low temperature, which of the following principle is used? A Di, a B, a Ti, C, D, E, M, a G, N, E, T, I, Z, a T, I, N. Process. 7. Rate of cooling depends upon which factor? Temperature difference between body and its surrounding. 8. Refrigerator protects the food from contamination because at its low temperature bacteria and fungus becomes non-reactive. 9. Therm is the unit of heat. 10. Why boiling point of water decrease with altitude? Low atmospheric pressure. 11. Density of water is 1 gcc. It is strictly valid at 40C12. Why clouds are float in atmosphere? Low density 13. A real gas can act as an ideal gas at low pressure and high temperature. 14. Cryogenic science is related to lower temperature. 15. The hottest part of gas flame is known as non-luminous zone. 16. To measure very high temperature we use thermoelectric pyrometers. 17. Minimum temperature is measured by alcohol thermometer. 18. Heat stored in water vapors is latent heat. 19. A body absorbs maximum amount heat when it is black and rough. 20. Water is used in heated water polyethylenes because its specific heat is more. 21. Temperature inversion is positive lapse rate. 22. Ice is packed in sawdust because sawdust is a poor conductor of heat. 23. When a stone is thrown is calm water of a pond. Wave produced are both longitudinal and transverse waves. 24. Ultraviolet radiations has more energy as compared to infrared rays. 25. Time period of second pendulum is 2 sec. 26. What is the motion which repeated itself after a regular interval of time? Simple harmonic motion. 27. Ultraviolet rays can be used in water treatment as disinfectant. 28. The device used for measuring the wavelength of X-rays is Bragg spectrometer. 29. Who is the inventor of radar? N.H. Taylor and Leo C. Young. 30. Radar is used to detect and locate distant objects. Remove watermark Wondershare PDF element. General studies. Studies. Physics. Sister question answer 1. The danger signals are red while the eye is more sensitive to yellow because the danger signals are red while the eye is more sensitive to yellow because to a TV channel characterized by frequency of transmitted signal. 3. Mechanical energy is counted into electrical energy. Microphone. 4. Who discovered X-rays? Roentgen. 5. The process by which sunlight reaches to Earth. Radiation. 6. The least penetrating power rays. 7. X-rays are waves. Electromagnetic. 8. Which scale is used to measure the intensity of earthquake? Richter. 9. The unit of noise pollution level is decibel. 10. The use of decibel unit is intensity of sound. 11. What is decibel? Scale of sound level. 12. Noise is measured in decibel. 13. The permissible noise level at residential area during time is 45 dB. 14. The range of frequency of ultrasonic wave greater than 20 kHz. 15. Wavelength of visible spectrum is 3900 7600. 16. Supersonic airplane creates a shock wave called sonic boom. 17. In a filament type light bulb most of the electric power consumed appear as infrared rays. 18. Pitch of a sound depends upon its frequency. 19. What is the working principle of stethoscope? Reflection of sound. 20. Which instrument can be used to study the waveform of a signal? Oscilloscope 21. Which atmospheric layer is used for the transmission of radio waves? Ionosphere 22. A body in uniform motion with uniform speed may have uniform velocity 23. In radio communication, the signals emitted by transmitting antenna are reflected on ionosphere. 24. The purpose of choke in a fluorescent lamp is to decrease the flow of current. 25. A person is hurt on kicking stone due to reaction. 26. A cycle type bursts suddenly. This represents an isothermal process. 27. The apparent weight of a man in a lift is less than the real weight then when the lift is going down with acceleration. 28. Lubricant oil is used in vehicle to decrease the friction. 29. Flywheel is an important part of a steam engine because helps the engine in keeping speed uniform. 30. The spoon dropped by an astronaut in a satellite will continue to flow the motion of satellite. Remove watermark. Physics. Sister question answer 1. Ballpen act on the principle of gravitation. 2. According to special theory of relativity, the mass of a particle increases with increase in velocity. 3. Humidity is measured by hygrometer. 4. Anemometer is used to measure speed of wind. 5. Purity of milk is measured by lactometer. 6. Dimension of universal gravitational constant is m1L3T27. The dimensional formula mL1T2 corresponds to modulus of elasticity 8. When water freezes, its density is decreases. 9. Cream gets separated out from milk when it is churned. This is due to centrifugal force. 10. Newton's first law of motion gives the concept of inertia. 11. What is the working principle of rocket? Newton's third law. 12. For a missile launched with a velocity less than the escape velocity of Earth, the total energy is negative. 13. Cooking of rice is harder top of mountains. 14. Water boils at low temperature on mountains because atmospheric pressure is less at mountains. 15. Rice is cooked more quickly in a pressure cooker because water boils at higher temperature. 16. Time period of revolution for a geostationary satellite is 24 hours. 17. What is the height of a geostationary satellite from the surface of Earth? 36,000 kilometers. Nearly. 18. Water drop cannot stick to the oily surface due to lack of adhesive force. 19. Why the raindrops acquired the spherical shape? Surface tension. 20. A fountain pen works on the principle of capillarism. 21. The part of transistor which is heavily doped to produce a large number of maturity carriers is emitter. 22. Energy stored in a spring in watch potential energy. 23. What should a person on a freely rotating turntable to decrease his angular speed? Spread his hand outward. 24. What is the principle of hydraulic machines? Pascal. 25. Electron in an atom contains total energy less than 0. 26. Mass-energy relation is a conclusion of theory of relativity. 27. Weight of a free-falling body is 0. 28. Rocket acts on law of conservation of linear momentum. 29. Function of ball bearing.
ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ டு ஆல். இந்த வீடியோ பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள், சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள். சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணால் தான் எல்லா வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு காமிக்கும். 1000 கொஸ்டின் பார்த்தாச்சு. நெக்ஸ்ட் 1000 பார்த்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். 1000 கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ஹிஸ்ட்ரி, ஜியாகிரஃபி, பாலிட்டி, எக்கனாமிக் கொஸ்டின்ஸ், சோசியல் சயின்ஸில் எல்லாமே இருக்குது. சயின்ஸில் ஃபிசிக்ஸ், கெமிஸ்ட்ரி, பாட்னி, பயாலஜி, எல்லா எக்ஸாமுக்கு தேவையான ஜிகே ஜென்ரல் நாலேஜ் கொஸ்டின் இருக்குது. யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. தேங்க்யூ டு ஆல்.